Here we're asked, what is the same and what is different about these three sequences? So first of all, let's think about what these sequences represent. Well, this sequence is the sequence of numbers 3, 15, 75, 375. Let's turn these other two so that they look similar to that, a list of numbers. So this one is telling us the first term is 3. And then the next bit is telling us that the next term, the n plus 1th term, is 8 times the nth term. So we need to multiply by 3. So 3 by 8 is 24. And then multiplying by 8 the next term, multiplying by 8 each time. In this sequence, we're told an nth term, so we're told an is equal to 3 times 2 to the n minus 1. So when n is 1, we get 3 times 2 to the 0, so we get 3. When n is 2, we get 3 times 2 to the 1, so we get 6. When n is 3, we get 3 times 2 squared, 3 times 4, we get 12. And the sequence continues like that. So what is similar about all of these? Well, one thing that is similar about all of these is that they all start with the first term 3. So that's one thing that we can identify that is the same about these. They all have the same first term. Another thing that is similar about all these is they all are the type of sequence where to get from one term to the next, you multiply by a fixed amount. That is, they are what we call geometric sequences. Something that's different about each of these is what we multiply by. In the first one, we're multiplying by 5 each time. In the second one, we're multiplying by 8, which comes from here. And in the third one, we're multiplying by 2, which comes from here. Another thing that we might say is different about these three sequences is that they're given in a different form. The first one is given as a list of numbers. The second one is given as a recursive definition of a sequence. And the third one is given as a general nth term. Maybe you found some other similarities and differences between these sequences, but those are some possible answers.